So I am usually your North Carolina politics guy, but today I'm taking that hat off because I want to talk about something that matters a lot to me personally, and that is the destruction of the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, by Donald Trump and Elon Musk. The destruction of USAID has caused a humanitarian catastrophe, some of which I have a personal connection to. For 64 years, USAID has been America's mission to fight poverty, save lives, deliver humanitarian aid, and spread democracy and American values around the globe. And those are values that until very recently, basically all Americans of every political stripe could basically agree on. Most Americans believe that the United States spends way more on foreign aid than we actually do. Most people guess that the U.S. spends 25 or 30% of our national budget on foreign aid. The reality is less than 1%. America's entire foreign aid budget is barely a rounding error. It's like the Pentagon's Tuesday Panera order. Immediately upon winning power, Donald Trump set Elon Musk loose in the federal government, and one of their first targets was USAID. They shut down 85% of the agency's projects overnight and fired virtually all the career staff. To justify those actions, Elon Musk wildly exaggerated about a couple of cases of waste and completely made up a bunch of stuff that never actually happened. Now, I used to work in global development. I was first a Peace Corps volunteer in Central Africa, and then I worked as a contractor for USAID, implementing a big global health project as a part of a big team, so I know a little bit about how this world works. I spent time in Kenya and Vietnam, and I spent a lot of time in South Sudan. The Sudanese Civil War had just finished, and South Sudan was an unstable humanitarian disaster. So USAID was paying to help rebuild the South Sudanese healthcare system essentially from the ground up, and I was part of a big team that helped train South Sudanese health workers to provide basic care. I personally helped set up the first computer lab at Juba Teaching Hospital with an electronic medical reference library. Here's a sweet digs where I spent weeks on end in South Sudan. That is half a shipping container where the AC worked about half the time. Yes, it was hot. Now, anyone who's ever worked with USAID will tell you that it was not perfect. It can stand for a lot of improvement, but wiping out the agency is a disaster because American assistance pays for a lot of critical life-saving stuff like HIV medication, tuberculosis and malaria prevention and treatment, and basic food aid. And as a result of that, we have a pretty good idea of how many people have died as a result of Donald Trump and Elon Musk gutting USAID, and the answer is 300,000 people, and mostly kids. For literally pennies per taxpayer, America can be a force for good around the world, and not just for humanitarian reasons either, but also because it's good politics for an incredibly wealthy nation to do good things and earn goodwill around the world. The men who gutted USAID really do have blood on their hands, and history will remember their names.